Hello guys, welcome to Index Trader channel. Today we are going to discuss about a series which we are discussing for the past 3 weeks, how to do technical analysis using charts, and this is the part 3 video. It's a continuation video of last week. We saw the trend analysis by use of moving average and trend lines. Before that we covered some basics of technical analysis. So how we should using charts, how we should analyze the stock or an index by looking at the charts, by looking at the candles, by looking at the prices. So where is the buy zone, where is the sell zone and all. So whether it is an uptrend or a downtrend. So trend analysis, everything we have seen. But the most important aspect is the support and resistance. What is support and resistance? Is nothing but support area where the buying happens, resistance the selling happens. So you need to identify where the buying is happening and where the selling is happening. So a particular, in a stock or a index, a particular point where the reversal happens, whether it is an uptrend, there is a point where the reversal happen, and that is called as support, that is called as resistance. And there is a point where the reversal happen in the downtrend and it start moving upwards at a particular, from the particular point or a zone. So you need to identify the support and the resistance for entry and exit of a stock or in an index. So now we will look into a chart. So a hard stock, that is HDFC Bank's chart we have taken. So in the chart, this is a weekly chart, because for an investor point of view we have taken a long-term perspective. We are doing this analysis, so that is why we have taken a weekly. But this is applicable to short-term day chart as well as hour chart also. But we will do in a strategic way, that is a long-term perspective. So we have taken a weekly chart. So in the weekly chart, first thing we need to do is we have taken a time period of 2 years, that is current year is 2020 and 2018. So we are going to take some price action from this 2 year. So first thing we need to do is we need to identify the resistance point from where the stock gets reversed. So for that you need to identify the higher highs. The higher high is somewhere here. So we have drawn a line here, and that point is the resistance point where the closing should not be above the horizontal line we have drawn. That means that is the resistance point. So there is not a single weekly closing above this point. So now we need to draw the support here. Support is nothing but the red candle closing. So we need to take the red candle closing somewhere here. So we will change the color to blue. So this is the support point from where the reversal happened, and this is the resistance point from where the reversal happened. So we have drawn the support and resistance. Now it is moving inside it. So next thing is we need to move on to the next higher high. So the next higher high is somewhere here. The weekly closing is here. So we will change that color to red and we will put it somewhere like this. So this point is a resistance point from where the stock reversed and moved to a particular point. So this green closing, that point is acting as a strong resistance, and the support point for this particular trend is here. You need to, yeah, that point. So we have changed this color to blue. So now we have identified the next zone. So now we will look into the price here. So the price is nothing but moving inside this particular zone. So that means the stock moved about this support point, that is the currently it is moved about this particular support level. Now we need to identify the accumulation as well as the distribution phase of a stock. What is accumulation and distribution? Even though if you identify support and resistance, there is a particular zone where the stock gets accumulated, and there is a particular zone where the stock gets distributed. Accumulated is nothing but a particular zone where the stock gets bought, something like this. The stock gets bought somewhere here and then it gave a breakout, and resistance is nothing but distribution is nothing but where there is a zone where the stock gets distributed over a particular area. So we will draw a zone. Okay, so this gives a clear picture. Now this zone is called the supply zone. So what we will do is we will write. So this is the resistance area, but this area where the price is not supported, instead it gets rejected. So over a particular period of time, the stock moved in a range and it gets rejected from that point. That means that is the supply area. Now we need to identify the demand zone, that is the accumulation area in here. So for this particular up move, there will be an accumulation zone. So what is that accumulation zone? Now we will draw here. So here we can see the stock move. So this is the zone where the accumulation happened. So we will draw a okay. Now this is supply and this is the demand zone, but this stock broken this demand zone and gone to this particular level. Now this demand zone will be acting as a supply zone here. See, every time there will be a price flip happening. The price flip is nothing but a resistance. The support point will turn into a resistance. So this point is now acting as a strong resistance. So now we will put it in a color, that is the resistance point. So there now we identify the resistance point. So there is not a closing above this point, so that is why it will be called demand zone. Now will be a supply, earlier support line here. So similar way the zone we need to identify. So now the stock, you can also see that there are green candle, that is the blue candles here. Blue candles are the buy candles and the red candles are the sell candles. So here you can see that the stock is getting a reversal here. So you can see that for the past 2 weeks you can see some distribution happening. So there is no buying happening. You can see that it is a green red candles. So the stock has to accumulate at if this zone has to be changed into a demand zone, then there should be an accumulation happen here, and then buying there should be a closing above this zone. So then only we can say that the stock will give a breakout from here and then move to this zone. Till then this will be a supply area. So that is how you need to identify the supply, that is the support and the resistance point. So the resistance point, the zone will be called as a supply zone, and the support point where the accumulation happened will be the buying happened, that area will be called as a demand zone. That earlier demand zone will be acting as a strong supply zone here. So this will get changed only by huge volumes, and then the stock needs to close above this zone with a positive blue candle or a green candle above this price. So then only you can say that this stock will move to this this zone will give a breakout. So that is how you need to identify the support and resistance area for a particular stock. So you can also similarly do for this particular break into the previous higher highs and then support zones. So how the price move from here to here. So detail thing you can analyze deeply, but the overall point of view, I have highlighted the support and the resistance and the support point, and also the price flip, where you can see the earlier resistance turned into a supply, turned into a support. So something like that. Price flip is nothing but a point where the support point turned into a resistance point turned into a support. So that is how you need to identify the stock and the trend also. Now you can identify the trend from this here. Now we move on to the index Nifty. We will go through a Nifty. Now we move on to the weekly chart. So similar kind of same thing we are going to do at this point. Now we need to select the horizontal line, the higher high. The higher high is somewhere here, so that point is acting as a strong resistance. Now the support point is somewhere here. The support point we have drawn here, that is a support point. So we have drawn the blue line, that is a support point. Now from here it fell to here. So earlier higher highs is somewhere here. So earlier higher highs is at this point. Okay. And the earlier support point is at this point. Okay. So now we need to identify the zones now. So if you identify the zone, this zone is called as a that is the distribution zone. That is, this is the distribution zone here, the supply zone. Now we need to identify the demand zone here. So the demand zone is somewhere here. Accumulation happened here at this particular point. So that zone is called the okay. So we now this zone will be a resistance zone for us. So earlier demand zone will be a resistance zone here. So up to what extent? So we can draw a line here. So this will be a supply zone here. So now we need to identify how far this stock can move. Earlier also you can also see that the stock moved from like the same way it moved here. It moved up to this 1169 something. So you can also draw a line here where there is a resistance. So that we will draw a line here. So up to what extent it can go? The support zone can be, the supply zone can extend to up to this level, but the major point is somewhere here. So we can put a red line. Up to what extent it can go? So we have drawn here. So this whole area will be the supply zone. So now it is moving towards this supply zone. So that is how you need to identify the zone, and the closing above the zone can give a breakout. And you should also look for the volumes also here. The bigger the volume, the breaking of the trend should be. So that is how you need to identify. The volume is very important for the zone breaking. So that we will see in a separate volume analysis. But this support and resistance point, now you may be very clear how to draw that. You need to identify the top green or blue candle closing. At the bottom you need to identify the red candle closing, and the zones you need to identify the accumulation, where the accumulation happened. So Nifty face some resistance here. After that you can see now it is entered into this particular zone because of the closing above this particular point, that is 10,823. So now it is completely in a supply zone. So it has to break this zone with huge volume so that it can move above this level for the next higher movement. So that is how you need to identify the zones for a particular index as well as the stock. So now you might be easily identify the support zones and the resistance zone where the supply happen and where the demand happen, so everything. So hope this video would have clarified your doubts in identification of the support and resistance zones. So this video will definitely help you in learning. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Hit like button if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. So this series will continue for the next upcoming topic, the volume analysis, and then use of indicators for analyzing. So a lot of things we will be covering in the next coming sessions. Thanks for watching. Thank you.